Let's take a look at Arsenal and Brentford. Arsenal 3, Brentford 1, home game for Brentford. And this headline totally blows it out for me. From goal, who needs Bukayo Saka? Arsenal player rating versus Brentford, Ethan Nwaneri. If you go into the story, it's just all about ratings. And then a brief about um, Ethan Nwaneri. So the headline says more than what even the body of the story says. Then you would some of the other British headlines concerning Ethan Nwaneri's performance really caught my attention. Here's a block from Arteta's quote. I thought he was the best player to play the position to start the game before the start of the game, and said it was a gut feeling for him. Ethan Nwaneri is Arsenal's natural Bukayo Saka's replacement. You know, it is headlines that like this that will get Arteta into trouble, and the Arsenal faithfuls and the Arsenal fans, because you would think that based on what social media is saying and based on what Goal.com headlines like this, you would think that probably the heir to George Best's throne or Cristiano Ronaldo's throne or David Beckham's throne or something just appeared at the GTEx Community Stadium to play for Arsenal. The truth is not quite as extreme as that, but it is certainly the case that Nwaneri produced some sparkling moments and some truly sumptuous touches. I remember one when Lewis Potter was left rooted and feeling confused. The ball went one way, Obina Nwaneri went the other way, and even the fans of Brentford were like, they were appreciated of what the young Obina Ethan Nwaneri could do. You see, I'm always mistaken call Obina Nwaneri because there was somebody like that then playing for Nigeria. Ethan was willing to express himself, to take on players and make things happen in the third phase of the game. He's undoubtedly and significantly a talent. I can tell you for a fact that he has now become one of the most hyped players in the world. Social media is going crazy about this guy, but the hype is so heavy that Arsenal seems to forget that the dynamics have changed. At this stage, 2 years ago and last season, Arsenal were in prime position for the league title. They were deciding it. They were seen as the deciding beat Arsenal or lead Arsenal, you win. Man City had to chase them down. It was a chase down from Manchester City. And the reason Arsenal lost was the players gassed out. The first season was total gas out. They didn't have the energy to push it through. The second time, last season, games that they were not supposed to lose or pull a draw in, they slipped there. So there was a dip. And the reason, according to everybody, apart from the fact that Pep Guardiola is a genius, was that the squad depth was huge, was big. I'm saying that to say this. The dynamics have changed. Liverpool are the ones in the lead, and Arsenal are the ones chasing them. So he should understand the psychology of being the one doing the chasing. He has been at the front, being chased down. Now he has the onus of being the one doing the chase down, and it's not Manchester City. Pep Guardiola is down there thinking about his life. This time around, it's Arsenal and Arteta's position to do the chasing and do it well. Thomas Frank named Arsenal one of the two best teams in the UK right now. And that's a fact. It's a fact. They have been one of the two best teams 3 years in a row. They have been so. So it is expected that we are talking about Arsenal and the league in the same breath right now, no longer elephant on the tree. What am I getting at? The hype. And so the hype about Ethan Nwaneri is very, very misplaced because the other team that is being named by by Thomas Frank as one of the two best teams in the EPL is Liverpool. And look at it. Arsenal have gone 12 games unbeaten in all competitions in the season so far. They're going that stretch, and they're still 6 points right now behind Liverpool, with a potential of it becoming 9 points. And Mohamed Salah is in sensational form. Arteta must realize that what happened to him the last time could happen again if the players are not properly managed. Ethan should be seen as a backup plan, a replacement for Saka down the years, not now. Arsenal is playing 9 games in January. 9 in January. Martinelli does not fit into that right position because when he played that position against Ipswich, he couldn't. But listen, the pressure is on. 5 years gone, you have been the bride, second best. It's time for you to step up. So the chase is on. So I think Arteta right now should be hitting the market. I'm not talking about hyping this boy up. And the names that Arsenal is being associated with should be enough to motivate the Arsenal fans to push for this if they're interested in the title. Kolomwani of PSG, fantastic, young. Kingsley Coleman of Bayern Munich, battle tested. Nico Williams, woo! And then my personal favorite, if you ask me, is Mohamed Kudus, West Ham. Oh, tell me, dangle the money for him, he'll move. West Ham, they shall. And that's what I think you should be thinking about. And if you compare Ethan to these guys are battle tested. Ethan is coming up. If Arsenal wants the league, they should get people like this. And Ethan will back them up. Talking about him right now being the, yes, appropriate replacement and gradually forgetting that the battle is still on, that Mohamed Salah is in sensational form. Liverpool is strong. They don't seem as if they want to lose either. And this is the second half of the season. This is where it happens. This is where the mistakes actually count. The dynamics have changed. Let's see how they cope. I hope they cope. I hope they can cope. But Ethan Nwaneri is the backup plan, not the replacement. Tell me what you think. Frankie David Alapa is my name. This is We Talk Sports. Post your comment. Subscribe. Post your comment.